Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. I'm here today to do a flip through of our abandoned flip-flop, full-size flip-flop journal. So that's what I'm going to do. First I'm going to say hugs and blessings to Jojo GH6FQ, Jan, and Catherine. Thank you guys so much for all of your kind comments always and watching. I really do appreciate it. Commenting really does help the channel. So if you could possibly even just a smiley face, heart, whatever you want, just because it helps with the algorithm. Commenting, subscribing, liking, sharing. Like if you have friends that watch videos, please do that because it really does help my channel. Okay, back to the journal. So this journal measures 9 by, I believe it's 6. Yeah, 6 by 9 normal size, so that well, in the United States, if you fold a piece of paper 8.5 by 11.5, you have the pages. It just is an easy size for here in America. So I've tied it with just some seam binding type fabric or sari silk. I got this from my friend Linda. She sent me a whole bag full of these strips of fabric. So super handy. Thank you, Linda. Always need those because I forget to buy them for some reason. And I don't know. I don't do a lot of closure-y things, fancy. So anyways, I have some corrugated cardboard, just a whole collage of things that I've stitched around. There's some fabric, some old piece of a book spine there, burlap. So yeah, just all kinds, some thread all knotted up down there. And then I have, where I've sewn in the signatures, I've put this fabric tape by Tim Holtz, twill tape or something it's called. And then on this one I've used washi. I just liked it with the pieces that were there, so that's why it's a different tape than the other spots. And then it opens this way. We have a pocket page with all kinds of, you know, tags all tucked in. Somebody was mentioning that these pocket pages are great because you get lots of pockets and spaces to write, but it's not super bulky, and it's not, because you're spreading it out enough. I think that it stays pretty flat. So yeah, I just have some, you know, little writing bits, and then this is just a piece of paper, but you can write on the back of it. It looks like a letter or something to that extent. All tucked there. And I kind of want this to feel sort of like the whole attic, grandma's attic feel of just all different pieces, you know, that you collect maybe through life or whatever. So, you know, this is a different time period than this, obviously, that type of thing. So I have another pocket here and a little photo. And then here is another tag, and it's got a postcard. You can't write on this one, but you can write on the back of this, and you could tuck something else in there if you wanted to write, but it goes behind that pocket, and then the little girl on the tag there goes in the front part of that. And that's just an envelope, you know, the bottom half of an envelope that I used for something else. And this kit is my abandoned kit. This is my no, this one's industrial. This is industrial. Book page, you know, that type of thing. Just a mix of things. This is my Alaskan wallpaper. Some dyed paper from Betty Ann. Thank you, Betty Ann. That's onion skins that she did that with. And then we did this in one of the color combos, which we will do here in a moment. Sorry, I didn't say anything about that. So if you're only here for the color combo, go ahead and skip ahead and you'll be able to find that. But this also opens, so there's lots of writing space in that one little thing. But this was color combo of orange and triangle. So that's what we have there. And then just a little writing spot, abandoned kit. And I have, in the description box below are listed all the kits, because this is like my grungy turquoise. I used a lot of different kits. And here we have, these are my photos of the past. So I've just backed them with coffee dyed paper. And there's a masterboard tag that it could have something added to it. And I'm going to leave that up to Jan, so she can decide if you know, she wants something. I don't know why I want her in the middle, but something else on there, she can do that. And there's lots of writing space and spots where other things can be added as well. This is from my industrial add-on. And this is some vintage ads. I have an old book that have all these vintage ads in them, so that's where I got that, and that's in the shop too. That's abandoned. This is book page. And then we have one of our altered paper clips there that we can move wherever in the journal. And a little journaling card. And industrial add-on. This is just some stationery that I had that I just printed this on the back of. And this is the grungy digital, so that. This is history book. I just like these soldier guys. That's, oh, it's like old paper. I can't remember the names of all of them, but it'll be in the description box below. It's just a bunch of these old papers in a kit. There's 12 pages. Sorry, the names sometimes get the best of me. I just did a little cluster of, those are my laser die cuts, silhouettes, and then the cogs there, that's in the abandoned kit. There's some more book page, more of the industrial add-on, the grungy turquoise wallpaper, the Alaskan wallpaper, and a tag here with one of the silhouettes. That's the ladies and gents. And then I've just done a little kind of a cluster of different pieces here and stapled it. And that's all it is just a little cluster, but it looks kind of cool. And this is one of our, this was for one of the 50 stack challenges for art. So I just did a whole collage on a piece of file folder. Sorry, man almighty. And that, I just liked it the way it was. So it, something could be added to that too. A photograph, that would be kind of cool, like a family photograph or something would be fun there. And then in this, that's the end of that signature. So you flip this part over and you have a journaling card in. There's just one pocket because this journal, if you didn't see it from the beginning, is made out of 2 manila envelopes, the 9x12 manila envelopes. And so, you know, there's naturally pockets in those, but I only left one open. So that's the one right there in the middle. I was going to leave this one open, but I closed it on accident, or maybe it was over here. I don't know. Anyway, this is my abandoned book page. This was from Color Combo, but went well with this. And then one of those funky sewn clusters that we made on a brown paper bag, I glued it on 2 sides, so it just made a tuck there. That's my industrial. I think so, yeah, industrial. Sorry, that one and rust and numbers, I do get confused with each other. I just made a little, almost like a belly band, because it could go all the way through, but it just kind of tucks right there. Journaling card. The grungy, just grungy turquoise wallpaper. This is from Rust and Numbers. That's another one of those first day cover envelopes, and on the back there's a tag, and this stays attached, and there's another little tag that goes in there. So all I did with these, if you weren't watching from the beginning, is I have book page here, and I've just glued this and then up the sides of these envelopes. You don't have to glue the sides, you could just glue the bottom, but I wanted it, you know, kind of like a pocket, so it wouldn't be sliding all the way out, but you could definitely have it open. And then I just added these things here to kind of give it a little more holding power, I guess you could say. And book page, the abandoned kit, book page. And then this was from the color combo, the half circle and black was the color combo there. So I just did some little like circle tucks, half circle tucks, and then a piece to stop the cards from falling out. Book page. So you could definitely add photographs, you know, on there. Rust and Numbers. lots of writing space, which, I mean, that's kind of the point to me, and it was getting thick enough, so I kind of stopped. This piece just goes on the edge of the page, but you can take it out and write on whichever piece you like. That was from the 50 stack challenge last year. I think it was happy and sad is what the prompts were, so there's the sad one, but I like that Victorian, all those ladies. Silly silhouette there. Another silhouette there. Just fun. They're just glued all the way down. They're not tucks or anything. And this is that fun envelope that I think everybody in the world's made. But anyway, well, journalers, not everybody in the world. So just some journaling cards there. And then you can write up here. And then here we have a little journaling card in a pocket. That was also for the third 50 stack challenge. I just loved the color. The color was just really good. And then it goes this away because we're flip-flopping, right? And we have another pocket page. And these tags come out in this old postcard, vintage postcard. And then this up here, another tag. And then all that, of course, just stays right where it's at. Love these pocket pages. I think that's why I'm liking these journals so much, because I feel like you can do these pocket pages much easier. Abandon, because they do take up some room for it to work right. So it's all the same kits that we've used all the way through. That pocket, that's a glassine bag, bottom half of it. That's the rust and numbers. I've just added some washies in some spots. And then this is that book page that we just did the other day. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, I think. Sorry, all my days are getting mixed up because I've been filming multiple videos per day. So that opens out like that. Abandoned, another one of the first day. And this one has a vintage postcard there. That one's 1986. I mean, obviously that picture is not 1986, 1939 to 1941. Just, it's a first day again for this stamp. And that's another one of the paper bag clusters that we did, stitched around and just added on. The same thing with this, just glued here, you know, to make kind of a little tuck pocket. And then when you add other things, it makes an even better pocket. And all kit page there. Love that dyed paper from Betty Ann. Thank you, thank you. Then we have a tag. This is just another one of those little kind of side page tucks, collaged piece from the kit. I added some old book page, one of those tickets, and then this one I've just glued here. This whole thing is glued down because it's a sticker, and then glued along the side over here, and it, you know, makes a great little tuck type pocket. Some ledger, green ledger. And then that one's on the side. We did this one together. And this little, I don't know, wraparound, I guess you would call it, pocket, has 4 pockets, little pockets, obviously. So there's one here. And I finished those cards up because when I did this with you guys, I didn't have these cards all finished up. So they're all decorated, stitched around, all that fun stuff. And then when you turn the page over, there's another tag. And a lot of these stickers come out of that antiquarian sticker book. They were just silly kind of stickers to put on there. And a rusty old paper clip. Coffee dye. That's the Alaskan wallpaper. This is the industrial. Another silhouette there. And then the last pocket page. It is signed. Has these pieces in this pocket. This pocket page doesn't have as many pockets as some of the other ones, but there's a little pocket down here. And then this has a couple pieces. And if there's anything in particular you have a question about, just ask me in the comments and I will be happy to answer. So that is it. It is complete. Yay, we did it. That was so much fun. That's going to be a really hard one to let go of. That is for sure. So in the shop, I have some new angels and crosses. These are cut on my Glowforge. I did them in black because I kind of wanted them to go with the cruciform kit. And, you know, a lot of it is in blues and whatever. I just thought that, you know, the black would stand out nicely with this kit. But if there's if you wanted them in white or something like that, just let me know. And if you order some, just let me know and I'll cut them in another color. But, yeah, just all different sizes. I think this kit was 65 plus pieces that you'll get. There's only 2 different styles of crosses, but they're in all different sizes. But the angels are really cool. And I got these images from most of them, not all of them. But these really neat ones are from Beck Deasy. So yeah, very, very cool angels there. So anyway, those are in the shop. And today we're doing the color combo 2024. And Tammy at Loufrou-frou Studio is the one who is hosting this. So there is her information. Each week she chooses a color and a shape. And so this week it's brown is the color and cross is the shape. Sorry. So I'm using this page of crosses, and I did include flowers. This is a freebie that you can get in the description box below this video. I did these flowers because I thought it might be fun to fussy cut them out and then put them, if you want to, on top of the cross in the center, and you could make an Easter card or birthday card or whatever, you know what I mean, it doesn't matter, but just would make a nice Easter card. So those are them, and also of course you can use them for the challenge because brown and cross all at the same time. Not that you have to do it that way. That's something that I do want to say. You can choose to do, you know, a white cross on a brown piece of paper or whatever, you know, you're just gonna choose what you want to make. But that is how I decided to do that. So I have my cross. I have glued this onto some kids drawing paper, and I actually doubled it. So it's fairly rigid is what I want to say. So I'm going to cut the cross down the side here. Attempt to straight. Wish me luck because, you know. That. Almost just, and of course I cut it a little bit. And so essentially what I'm going to try to do here is kind of cut a lot of the cross out. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Like not 100%. So how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing excellent. I am doing well. I found out very irritatingly, what's wrong with my tooth. It's the very last one at the top that I had a root canal in probably 20 years ago. And it's fractured. After all of that, I basically just have to have it pulled. So I'm very discouraged about that. So it's so frustrating. And the reason it's frustrating is this. Because I went to the dentist. They did a whole bunch of x-rays. Sent me to an endodontist, which is what that whole fight with the insurance company was about. I go there. I have to pay $200 out of my pocket because they have this 3D scanning machine, whatever, that they had to use, apparently, to tell them this. I walked in, they scanned my tooth, my face, and went and sat down in the room. The dentist or endodontist, whoever, came in, poked around in my mouth for like 30 seconds, looked at the x-ray or 3D scan, whatever, and said, yep, it's fractured. There's nothing I can do. You need to go back to your dentist and have it pulled. I'm like, really? My dentist couldn't have, like, figured out it just needed to be pulled, and so saved me $200. Anyway, that kind of stuff irritates me no end, because I don't know about you guys, but $200 to me is a lot of money, so I don't know. And then I left, and that was it. $200 in probably a matter of 7 minutes. Yeah, so that was my day yesterday. Wasn't a very happy camper. I really don't want to have that done because then other teeth start moving around. And I have no idea. He said you have to have a bone graft and all this stuff if you want to have a implant put in. And nobody's going to see it, so it's not that. It's that I don't want my other teeth moving. So, anyway, this is from my Cruciform Digital, blah, blah, me. I know you guys are like, yeah, we don't, whatever. Not your problem, right? I'm sure you have your own rodeo you're dealing with. So, anyways, Cruciform is what this digital is, or what this image is from. I just thought this was a good combo for this. So, yeah, I cut, as you saw, around that cross. And then I can take my card and it will, it can be held inside of there. So this is going to be like something you could attach down to a page. I think I'm going to attach it to this brown cardstock, and then that will make us another pocket in here. So yeah, you could kind of bump into the other one, but I don't think it's going to be a problem, so I'm not that worried about it. But I do need to, I think I want to round the corners. So anyhow, that's my exciting tale for the day, or my irritating tale, or whatever you want to call it. And I can't figure out why, if they had to do that scan to figure that out, why the insurance doesn't cover any of it, if it's like so important or whatever. I don't know. I can't figure out any of this stuff, honestly. It's just you pay and pay and pay, and I feel like insurance is, what is the point? I want to cut that because I cut it wrong, but I know if I cut it, then there's just going to be a hole. I don't want that, so I need to just leave it alone, Amy. Oops. And then I bonked it. So yeah, fun stuff. We'll have our fun stuff to deal with. Okay. So I'm going to, I think, just have a very small border because this is already 4 inches. So yeah, I don't want to make it a whole lot wider or it's not going to fit on a journal page. So that's something that you'll always have to be thinking about. So actually I should probably cut this first. Where's my cutter? Oh, it's right next to me. Like if it was a snake, it would have bit me right next to me. So maybe we could do what, like 4.5 and have a 1/4 inch on each side. I think that will work. 4.5. And then how long is this? I got cat hair. That's Pasha. I end up with those little, we call them his minions because they're always just, I don't know, everywhere. I'm just going to go to almost 6 there. I think that'll be close enough. Yeah, those are Pasha minions. They're always everywhere in the house. Maybe I don't need quite so much. So what was that? Let's go. Yeah, I think that'll be good enough. I just want a border of some kind on it so that I have another pocket spot. Oh, actually, you know what? If it's tucked behind, it won't run into that pocket. You could do this side, but I think I'm going to glue this all the way down. And then when it glues to the page, there'll be another little tuck here. So I am going to put a little thumb notch in that. Why can I not find anything today? I think I am having tunnel vision. Why I do that? I know I'm not alone, but it's annoying. We did have some sunshine. I was really excited. I thought I was going to get to go for a walk, but it's getting all cloudy again. And it's just not quite warm enough. Well, I'm just a wimp. That's really what the issue is. I mean, there's no reason I can't go walk, but other than I just don't want to be cold. Yep, that's me. Okay, I'm going to glue this all the way down, so it will just have the cross part is where the tuck will be. This is really bothering me right here. Why is it so wacky? Stop being wacky. The problem with those little things like that is they catch on other things, right? So you don't want to, you don't want that. I don't want it. Did not do a good cutting job there. Okay, all the way around this. All 4 sides. Unless you don't want to, you can choose if you want, you know, a part open or whatever to make another pocket, which would probably work fine, but I think 2 pockets for this is enough. The guy, the endodontist, was actually shocked at how long ago I had that root canal and just was now having trouble. So I guess that kind of tells you how great root canals are. I guess that back tooth that's next, that's literally the very last tooth. So the tooth that's next to it doesn't move, but that bottom tooth will move up. Like, who wants that? I don't want that. Not me. But that's probably what's going to happen because I can only only imagine what they charge for that. Okay, we could decorate these up a little bit. Got my stamps. I want like a blue one, I think. I don't know. Maybe I don't want a stamp because it will take up too much room on there. Yeah, isn't that cool? This littler one. Do I like that or do I not? I think I might just tear one a little bit. I kind of like the color of that one better. Yeah, I'll save that little piece because who knows, you know, the craziest things sometimes I find spots for. Honest Injun. Update on my niece and baby. They're doing fantastic. That little guy is so stinking cute. I mean, aren't they all? Yes, but, you know. You gotta love him. It's a cutie patootie. All right, so let's put... My kids are doing good. They're just doing the school thing. Getting tired of it. You know, they get near the end and they want to be done. My son's actually having a blast. He's so much happier with the program at Boise State, so that is awesome. That makes a mom happy, because he wasn't the happiest camper in the world before. All right, so let's see. What did I do with it? I had this envelope that I thought would be good to tuck in behind here. But it's kind of big, so I think I'm going to cut some off. It's not like super big, but it's, yeah, it's right at that, like, it would be hanging off the page kind of size. So I think I'm going to cut, I glued a lot of these extra bits down, so I'm just going to cut some of this off. I'm going to cut it at 5. See how that is. And then it can just go in here. Actually, I would probably maybe turn that into a belly band. I know I did a thumb notch, but at least it tells you that there's an opening there, and then we can kind of decorate the front of that and see if I have something that will fit in there. I just mostly want to cover, I don't want to cover the whole thing. Didn't I have... I'm just going to use some of this writing. Put that on what kind of things you guys got going on. I know everybody's ready for spring, that's for sure. Yes, indeed. I like the blue too, but I think I'm going to go with that brown on there. And then we could put a little decorative piece on. Well, one of these, I think this one will fit in there. My son is texting me. I'm not sure why. I think he's supposed to be at school. I can't keep track of their schedules. I can barely keep track of what I'm doing every day, so. Plus, they're adults. I don't have to do that anymore. I usually just, if I need to talk to them, I text them and say, are you home? That's it. Are you home? And then they can say, you know, yes, no, or whatever. Yeah, that will fit in there. I mean, it kind of is still a little bit too long. Do I want to cut? No, I don't want to cut that much off. I don't think. I could cut a little more off. Definitely got rid of all the messed up edge there where it got torn open. I think it'll be fine. I'll just stitch a piece of fabric or something so it's easy to grab a hold of and pull out of there. Maybe. And we'll put a thumb notch at the back to make it even easier. And we'll need to cover up that other I love these colored envelopes. And this one's cool because it's got this, I don't know, crisscrossy sort of, what's that called? Hashing? Whatever. But it looks cool. I'll put this here. I need to ink that up. Definitely got the blue and brown thing going. Oh, my little edge rougher thing, well, it's actually for cutting thread, but it's supposed to come today, so yay, finally. Yay, yay. Very excited about that. And then a little decorative piece might be fun. I love the angels, can you tell? I have a million of them on this. I love those old kind of gothic-y looking angels. Oh, come on, sorry. Couldn't have cut that any more crooked if I tried. Want that. Yeah, I like it. I think I'm going to round these. Gotta always look, because if you push it in wrong, it will cut like a really weird notch thing. in it. I don't know, I'm just going to put this L in there. It's a very old stamp and it's so dried out, like you can't even tell it's an L. But it makes a mark, so it's fine. Yeah, it's real dry. What else? Anything? A little ink, I guess. As you can see, I didn't do much planning on all the parts of that. I think I'll just put one of these over that. I mean, that person's not at that address anymore, but it's just, I don't know. Because sadly, many of the people on these envelopes have passed. Oh no, stuck it, of course, right where the worst amount of the glue was. Okay, very pretty. I like it. And then do we want to do something to that? We could add it onto something so that it is a little bit longer. I will save that because I will use that definitely. Ugh. That's going to stick out too far now. It's not always the way, and then if I move it over, maybe we'll just trim it basically even with it. Instead of tearing it. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, the silliness that we do, correct? To make things work. Yep. This is, of course, a guest check. I get these at Walmart. There's all different kinds, and some of them are really thin, like a piece of paper. These ones are a little bit closer to almost a cardstock. So I prefer these just because I usually use them as a base, so I don't want them to be floppy. I mean, of course, the other ones you can add to something else to make it thicker, but anyhow, I just prefer these. These ones, but you can only get them in this one color or whatever that I've seen anyway. That doesn't mean they are the only ones that exist, but I've got the roundy corner thing going on today. Sorry, this is a long one today. Some days it just, you know, takes me a while to get my act together. But we got there. That's all that matters. Yeah, I really did not cut that straight at all. Are we surprised? Shouldn't be. Or I just glued it crooked, one of the two. Telling you, these things can be tricky. I like these. They work well when you get that in there right, but if you don't get it in there right, it doesn't work well. Which I guess makes sense. Okay, maybe a label, like a blue one would be good. Don't need anything giant, but that one's actually not bad. This one's like a tiny bit smaller. I think I'll use that one. Do I have a little scrap o paper? I feel like this is a little plain too, but I don't know what I want to add to it. I might wait until I don't know what I'm going to do next. Now that I finished the abandoned journal, I'm kind of thinking I should probably do an Easter journal. The problem is I don't know if I'll finish it before Easter, but I guess, yeah, what are you going to do? So, yeah, I'll try to figure out what I'm doing. I don't like when Easter's at the end of March. It feels like it is here too fast, and I feel like I'm never ready for it when it's in March. I like it better in April. Not that that matters, but that's just my own take on it. It feels more springy and all of that when it's in April. Okay, so that will go in here. Little pieces of paper. And I'll stitch around it, and I'll probably add some fabric. But now that fits a little better, and it will tuck behind there. There's that. I think, oops, I have to add something right there. Sorry. These are just, you know, little bits, but I thought they might be fun, sort of like postage stamps or whatever. It's nice to have sometimes some little bits. We all love our little bits of stuff. Maybe a little piece of fabric. If I don't hurt myself on all my junk. I have all my cutters down around near my feet so that I can just grab them, you know. But then I inevitably go try to fall over one. See, this is all the fabric that Linda sent me. And she was like, I'll send you some more this week. I'm like, I don't need any more. It'll take me the rest of my life to use up this batch. She's the sweetest. Sweetest. Yeah, these kind of fabrics, because they're all kind of that sari silk or those kind of things, and they are great for just putting a piece here and there under stuff because it's thin. And you don't have, man, that stuff will not tear. Usually it tears real easy. It didn't want to. But yeah, she takes apart those old or new, or I don't know, but they're rugs. Washes all the fabric and then So she's got a ton of it, she said. It's stuck to my fingers. You know, this is a weird piece because it's part of it, like, it's just got part of a address there. Has nothing to do with any of this, but just adds a little something. Yep, there goes the heater. It's just not that warm. Not that I want it to be hot, because that I do not want, but just like sunshine and 48. 50, somewhere around there. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Better. It was a little too blank over there. I know you don't have to have something on everything, but sometimes I really think it needs it. I really, really do. Okay. That was just a part of a Tim Holtz stamp there. So that's what I have for brown and cross. I have a little tuck spot here, and then it'll be a little pocket there, and then we also have a pocket there. So lots of goodies. All right, guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I will chat with you again soon. Love ya. Bye.